Hi, so welcome to the final video section 4, and in this video we're going to be looking at how to create a content calendar and what is a content calendar in terms of SEO. So just to give you that definition, a content calendar in terms of, in SEO at least, is suggesting keywords or articles that content people should be writing about for our website. That might be you in this case. What you should be writing content about based on search trends that Google Keyword Planner is showing us. And I'll show you how we've got all this data very shortly. So just to kind of give you this in a bit more detail. So let's look at January. What we suggested to our content team was they should be writing, if they have time at least, to write content around the 4 or 5, well, it's quite a few actually, a few different topics ideas they could write about in the month of January. So they could write about paleo diets, and here a bunch of keywords to thread into the content along with their search volumes, vegan meals, vegan diets, etc. Prep meals, you get the idea, a bunch of article suggestions here. And the reason we came to these keywords and these topic suggestions is based on a few different factors. The first factor, do we actually have content on this topic already? If we don't, then it makes sense to try and plug that gap, particularly if there's high search volume, which there is in this case, paleo diets. Also by looking at what our competitors are doing, do they have content around these topics? If so, could we try and take some of those keyword rankings from them and actually have it for ourselves? So yeah, that's getting inspiration from our competitors. And also by looking at Google Keyword Planner. And I'm going to switch back and forth between these two tabs. So looking here then at the first one was paleo diets. So if I just search paleo diets, Google Keyword Planner, it will spit out a bunch of keywords for us. And what we can see is, hardly surprising, there is a spike in January on average for searches around paleo diets. And I say it's no surprise because typically people are looking to go on a diet in January to get fit, new year, new me, all of that sort of stuff. So that's kind of why it's not that surprising. And that's why when looking at paleo diets, we suggested if we were to have this content published in January, we would be maximizing the number of people who are searching for paleo diets, if that makes sense. Scrolling down a little bit further, we then have all these keywords that we suggested. So paleo recipes, paleo breakfast. If I go back to here, we can see that breakfast paleo, paleo diet plan, and these are keywords that we've included here. And it's worth noting that depending on when you're searching for these keywords, the average monthly searches may change slightly. And you may see slightly different keywords here, which is why when I did this quite a while ago now, we are getting slightly different results. So this is how we get, that's how we got this information for paleo diets. So let's take another example. Let's look at, say, July, why not? And here we've got some more suggestions. So we've got bloated stomach, gut health, liquid diet, body confidence. And again, these topics are determined by the fact, do we have content on these topics already? If not, it makes sense to create content on these. And if we do actually have content on these topics already, can we optimize them and get more relevant keywords into them, as we've seen in previous videos? So taking bloated stomach, I'm just going to copy that and show you how we came to this in Google's Keyword Planner. Get rid of paleo diets, copy and bloated stomach. And what we'll see is, if I go up here, it's actually quite a flat looking curve. And I think when I looked, July was a bit of a peak, but obviously it changes. And in this particular example, what I've probably done is I found that this could be a good keyword to target, and then realized there aren't actually that many other keywords we have in July. So I've just included it in July. But it gives you a sense of how we can start creating content and having ideas for creating content on a consistent basis. And that essentially is the content calendar. Pretty simple. Go through all the different months, we've got a bunch of different topics. And of course, working in SEO, typically what happens is if you are the person in charge of the SEO or looking at the SEO for the website, you will provide all of these keywords. And then hopefully if you have a content team with you, you can send these keywords to them and suggest, hey, you might want to consider writing articles about this particular topic this month. And this is exactly what we do within our content teams within the company that I work with at the moment. So I hope you found this video useful. Hope you found this section useful, and I'll see you in the next one.